Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kamil Kuźmiak and in today's episode I'm gonna show you how to balance your SONY ZV1 on the ZHIYUN CRANE M2. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so first we're gonna open the box. Okay, so inside we have some instruction, but we don't need that at the moment. So first let's take our little tripod out. And we can also take out the gimbal, the main unit. Okay, let's attach the tripod into the gimbal handle. Nice and secure. Alright. We also gonna need the tripod screw. We need the mounting plate. We also have that nice little smartphone mount, so in one of the next episodes I'm gonna show you how to balance your smartphone or iPhone on the ZHIYUN CRANE M2. There is also the charging cable and the strap, but we don't need that at the moment. At first you need to unlock this little red switch and now the gimbal is free to spin. And also all the axes are now blocked with this little locking mechanism, so we need to unlock it. In order to unlock it, we need to unscrew this little red fix, and then we need to pull this axis up. And now our gimbal is unlocked and ready for balancing. Okay, so now we can take the SONY ZV1. We need to start with attaching the plate into the camera. So in the plate we have two slots for mounting the camera. The long one is for bigger cameras like Sony a6500, and the small one is for cameras like ZV1. So start with inserting the screw into the plate. And now screw the plate into the camera. Just remember that this little L shape should face the back of the camera. Just don't screw it all the way because we're gonna have to slide the camera forwards and backwards in order to get the right balance. You need to leave a little bit of a slack so you can still move it. So this is the correct position of the plate. So the lens is here and this bit is sticking out at the back. To connect the camera to the gimbal, you need to make sure that this screw is loose, and also you need to press this little silver button. Okay, so when the plate is in, you can let go of the silver button and then you can fix the screw underneath the plate. And now, as you can see, the camera is leaning all the way to the front and also to the left. So we need to unscrew the red fix and move it slightly until it's balanced. And now it started to lean into the opposite side, so I need to move it back a little bit. It seems to be looking fine, so we can close the red fix for now. As you can see, it's leaning forward, so we need to move the camera a little bit to the back. So we need to loosen the screw that's connecting the camera into the plate. Okay, now it's leaning backwards. Okay, now it looks like it's leaning to the left again. So let's just loosen the red screw and move it a little bit. Always move the camera to the opposite side. If the camera is leaning to the left, move it to the right. Sometimes it's a matter of millimeters. Okay, so now as you can see, it's looking pretty straight. It's not leaning to the front, it's not leaning to the back. Okay, so now we need to check if the camera is able to stay in the upright position, just like that. So the axis responsible for that is gonna be this one. So slide the camera to the left and to the right until you get the right balance. This little black fix is a marker that lets you to mark the position of the red fix, so you don't have to balance it ever again. So you need to unscrew it, then you need to slide it all the way inside that little notch and then you can lock it back. So the last thing to balance is this axis at the bottom. So if the camera is spinning when you lean the gimbal forward, it means that you need to balance it. So you need to unscrew the bottom fix. And now move the camera all the way to the front and see what happens. Now I will move it a little bit to the back. As you can see, the camera is not spinning anymore, so it means that it's perfectly balanced. And now we can switch the gimbal on. As you can see, the gimbal is working perfectly fine. We can move it to the flashlight position. We can turn it upside down and take some very low shots. Everything seems to be working great. Now I'm gonna show you what to do if you want to take a break and put the gimbal into your backpack. So first, switch both the gimbal and the camera off. And then you need to twist the gimbal just like that and unscrew the red fix so you can pull all the axes up and align them in one position. So when you have your axes aligned, you can drop them down until you hear a little click, and then if you can feel that they are locked in place, you can close the red fix. And now you can put the gimbal away into the tripod holder in your backpack, and the camera is gonna be ready to film whenever you need. And now if you want to film again, all you have to do is take out the gimbal. You can put it on the flat surface to make it easier, unlock the little red switch. Now you can unlock the red fix and pull the axes up to set them free. And now just slide the axis until it stops on the marker, and then you can close the red fix. Now you can turn both the camera and the gimbal on, and just like that, without any balancing, you are ready to film again. Now I'm gonna show you how to connect the gimbal to the Sony ZV1 so you can control the camera features like the record button and the zoom. So start with turning the gimbal on. Then press the menu button on the side and go all the way down to the About section, and make sure that your software is at least the version 2.02, because if it's any lower then you need to update the gimbal, because otherwise it's not gonna work. Next, open the ZHIYUN app on your phone and connect the gimbal to your phone using the Bluetooth. And now when the gimbal is connected to your phone, you need to choose if you're gonna be using camera or the phone on your gimbal. So in our case we're using camera, so press the camera. And now we get this new screen that lets us to control the gimbal using the phone. And now we need to go to the Sony ZV1 screen, open the camera menu, go to the third tab and then choose Control with Smartphone. Make sure that the Control with Smartphone is on, and then move down and click on the connection. Now back to the ZHIYUN app, you press the Wi-Fi icon in the top right corner, and then just scan the QR code on the Sony ZV1 screen. And there you have it, guys. Now you can start the record by pressing the red button on the gimbal handle. You can also use the switch on the side to control zoom-in of the lens. And now, as a bonus tip, I'm gonna show you how to access the 360 spin shot option. So first turn the gimbal on, then press the M button once, and then double click the M button and the screen should say go, and then double click again and you are in the 360 spin shot mode. And now you can hold the gimbal in the flashlight position and use the joystick to spin the camera left and right. To get the best results, switch the camera to the 120 FPS slow motion mode. That's gonna let you to slow the footage down 5 times and get much more smooth and cinematic shot. If you wanna get back to the normal shooting mode, just press the M button once. Okay guys, that's gonna be it for today's vlog. If you had fun, don't forget to leave the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because there is more content on the way. And see you in the next one.